Good morning, everybody. It has been a while. I'm not in my car today. My car is getting brakes done, and so I have Savannah's car while she's away. So it worked out very nice, very gracious. I have wheels to get around now, and I'm heading off to the gym. Yeah, it has been a while, and I'll fill you in on what I've been up to in the last little bit. But basically, I decided to take just a little bit of a break. I'm not sure how long it's been. It's probably been like a month and a half or something like that. Just because things got really busy for me, and I realized that like the whole purpose of me making this channel is to document everything I'm up to, and that is finishing school, working on Sway, working my full-time job, and everything I'm learning there. And if I basically that just fills up like all of my days, and I realized that like I don't want to just be making videos for the sake of making videos. My main thing are those main things, and you got to keep the main thing. And I realized I needed to really just put in some work on those things and really focus to be able to come back to this with new energy, new updates, new things to share. So I just decided to do that. And now after like a month and a half, I'm very happy with like the progress I've made personally across all of my things, and the team and I at Sway have made a whole lot of progress, and I'll talk about that in a second. But it's just very nice going from chaos to clear priorities, clear actionable priorities, knowing exactly where you're going and what you have to do every day to get there. And it takes work to get to that point, and you don't stay in that point forever. What I've learned is you go through cycles of just clear priorities, just pedal to the metal, just grip the grain and rip. And then you're like, wait, it's all done. You hit a big milestone. Maybe it was a pitch, a demo, something like a semester ended, whatever. A project got delivered. Something ends, and then you go through a time of like, oh, what the heck am I actually doing now? And something I kind of struggle with is when it comes into that, what am I doing right now? I would try and just I'm up at 4, let me go even harder. But then you get to a point where it's like, what am I working on right now? And you need to take the time to really refocus. And so that's what we did, the team and I. I'll explain what we did. Basically, last updates I would have been given, it was very heavy on the app focus and stuff like that, and we were looking to start our customer discovery and everything like that. So we got the web app to a really good point where I basically left that as is for the time being and moved on to some other things. So the other things I started working on is we wrote an actual research paper where we looked across a bunch of peer-reviewed literature, aggregated a lot of that to come up with our Go back. It went back. Nice. To come up with our actual core hypothesis behind what we're building and all the supporting literature for that. So that was a huge win for us. Really puts things into perspective for our own building, people that we try to bring onto our team, possible customers, and investors, obviously. Oh, you're gonna fall again, I think. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, man. Damn. I look like a drunk driver on the road right now. You guys can't even see me anymore. Anyway, I had so much more I planned to say, but this has just been absolute chaos, and I'm late for the gym. So I think I'll pick this up on the way to work. right, on the road again. I'm a little late, and I was already late, and then I took off and started driving and realized I forgot my badge, which I need to get in and get into different buildings within the building. Anyway, went back, got it. We're late. It's all right. It's been a very chaotic last few days, trying to cram in some things to end off the summer. Went to St. John, New Brunswick, and got after it with the boys there, and then came back and went straight to Chester here in Nova Scotia. It's Chester Race Week. Savannah was racing. I went out for the last kind of like end of the race week bash there, and then ripped back just in time to go and get the keys for the new apartment, move Savannah in because she has to leave. Well, she left yesterday, which was the day after, and did all that. Went out to see my parents. We had family friends over. Ripped back just in time to get like 6 hours of sleep, and then had a work day Monday, and then Monday had to rip to volleyball, had to go take my car in to get fixed, and then Savannah had to pick me up. We had to go to the new apartment to do stuff there, get back at like 11, get up, do work, another 6 hours sleep, and then last night I'm back on track. Let me cook a nice meal because I was eating like garbage while I was away. So I made a giant thing of this like Korean beef bowls, and then it smelled a little funny, and then it tasted horrible. So I think the beef was gone bad somehow. So anyway, I cooked like 5 meals of that and cleaned up, had to throw it all out, go to the grocery store, get stuff to make like chicken wraps or something. And so I whipped those up. So that was like 2 hours of like groceries, cooking, cleaning twice, just in time to go to the university campus to meet with Jackson and Matt to have a meeting. Just in time to come back, go straight to bed, and wake up this morning and start filming this video. So a little crazy, but we are back in action. So what was I saying before the gym? Basically, very happy with where things are at right now. We refocused, have very clear priorities for Sway. And basically went on a huge sprint to package up everything that we've done and basically get the business ready to pitch. Because we had an investment group reach out to us. I actually think they found me through these videos, which is pretty cool. So what up if you're watching? And so we got to pitch them, and the pitch went fantastic. And it was really good exercise to put everything together that we've done so far and make some extra materials like the research paper, technical one-pager, all that kind of stuff. And the pitch went super well, and what we got back from them is basically some very, very accurate, actionable feedback and a request to meet again in a couple months, which is perfect because like obviously yes is always the best answer, but in a way, this is also extremely good because if they weren't interested, they would have just said no if they didn't think it was a good idea. They're just playing the long game and giving us actionable feedback, which is exactly what we need. Like, we have very limited time, and so to know exactly what to work on and know what areas we already have locked in and don't need any more effort is very, very valuable to us. So basically from the feedback, like we got basically all like the business case, everything got verified, they're digging that, and basically a green light to just dig in on product, which is exactly what we want to do. So since then, I started refocusing on the web app. We basically had a war room on our user experience and flushed out all the exact features we want to see and everything at this stage, and just started executing on them. Matt is ordering some more hardware, some more PCBs for. Man, people always go in this bus lane and try to pass me. You're not allowed to go in the bus lane. People don't know that. They think they're slick taking the extra lane, but you're not supposed to. But yeah, things are going good. I think I showed a little video of some things we've been implementing so far. Basically, we have lots of the raw functionality in the web app, now just trying to make it so with all that scientific data we're pulling in there, actually giving very actionable and digestible insights to users. So that's one of the big focuses right now. And then on top of that, we're also gearing up to apply for a incubator here at Dow. So you work with them, it's specifically for like deep tech, hard tech startups. basically, if you're making hardware, you're very well qualified for that. And it would be perfect for us at this stage, just to get the engineering and academic support, and then also a little bit of grant money for like prototyping materials and stuff like that. So we're applying for that, and I think we'll have a pretty good shot. That would set us up pretty well. On the work side of things, work has been going well. I know I've mentioned it's sometimes a lot slower than I would like, but lately it's been very good. I've been actually digging into a lot of DevOps stuff specifically. So I never really I used, like at my last job, like everything we had was deployed with Kubernetes and like Dockerized and stuff like that. But I never had to set any of that up myself. I would literally just go and like oversee clusters with Lens and stuff like that. But now I'm like starting applications from scratch, writing the Docker files, writing the CI/CD pipelines that'll go and build those, run a bunch of different checks, publish those to our registries, and then going into servers that we have in like Montreal or Ontario, and actually setting up like cron jobs that, for example, pull our registries to see if anything has changed, and then kicking off scripts if they have. To first, we were using Docker Compose to spin up our applications, but now I started using Kubernetes for all of that, and so have things so they're automatically deploying with Kubernetes. And then now moving on to using Helm charts, which is basically like NPM packages, but for entire Kubernetes applications. So it's been super cool. I've been learning a lot, and I'm really thankful that like the guys I work with are giving me the space to really learn that and build on my expertise in that and kind of start to be a go-to guy for those kind of infrastructure things. So that's been really, really good. So I've been excited for my work days for that.